This is the message of today's scripture readings, that we should never receive a blessing for ourselves and keep it within ourselves, but we are blessed to bless others. And this was the case of Moses. He was saved, he was delivered, so that one day he could deliver his people out of slavery. And true enough, we are told that when Moses grew up, he saw his fellow men being bullied by an Egyptian. And of course he was incensed, he was enraged, and he killed the Egyptian to protect his fellow men. So we can see how Moses sought to save those people who were in that situation. And why is it that God saved us to save others? Simply because those of us who have gone through hard times in life, those of us who have gone through sufferings, those of us who were once underdogs, then we can understand how those people are suffering. That is why it's very difficult, honestly, to feel for those people who are suffering if we had never been through that same journey. And this is always the case. That is why those who have been blessed with God's blessings, they tend to reach out to others who have not. But there is also a difficulty here, or something that we should be careful. Moses, when he was delivered, of course he cared for his countrymen, but he did it the wrong way. He tried to correct a wrong by committing another wrong, by killing the Egyptian. It was not the way. Those of us who comes from a poor background, a wounded background, he had been molested before, he had been deprived of food, of material things. If you are not healed, then there is this danger that we use our raw wounds to heal others. And we have to be very careful of that. That if we have come from a very difficult background, we have gone through that path before, we have to make sure that our wounds are healed before we can heal others. So if they're not healed, then they're going to manifest it in their ministry. They're going to take it out on others. And it is always the case. And this is a sadness, really, that this is something that we never grapple with it properly, or we don't take it seriously. And this was what happened to Moses. He was acting out from his raw wounds. He was not trying to help the situation. He was actually angry. Today the gospel speaks about those who have been touched, those who have been healed, those who have been blessed, then they are ungrateful. Chorazin, Bethsaida, and this is the whole problem. Pride, taking things for granted. This is the other extreme. Extreme of those people who have been blessed by God, who have been gifted, but they look into themselves. They are not serving. They are not giving themselves. And this ingratitude would actually result in our own downfall. And this is what Jesus was condemning the people from Chorazin and Bethsaida, and say if these miracles were done in Sodom, then they would have been converted. And so sometimes, good things, blessings fall on people that are ingrate. But there's a situation. So people are ungrateful, and at the end of the day, it does them also no good. So let us pray. Let us pray that we who have been saved, delivered, let us respond with gratitude and thanksgiving.